Hey guys, I just want to do a quick little video here on a building that kind of fooled me in Elmira, New York. I was there recently, and Elmira is a mudflood town. There's lots of cool mudflood buildings there, and there's no graves there past 1850. They've got one very big grave site there, and the Mark Twain Hotel kind of looks like the rest of the mudflood red brick buildings, but when you look up close, it doesn't have any sunken windows, and when you go inside, they do have a nice little display of the building being constructed. Now, a lot of mudflood buildings, we're questioning their construction and their dates and all this because they're lacking construction photos. But these are the types of photos that I really do want to see for any building. And this is exactly what we should be looking for when we're looking to prove or disprove any mudflood buildings. And the construction photos don't show what was there before, but I don't know if it had an old foundation or not. It doesn't really matter. I don't think this building is a mudflood building. I think we built it, and if you look at it closely, it really isn't that fancy. It's a decent little building, but it's definitely not as spectacular or as intricate as what we're calling the Tartarian or red brick infrastructure. But just for comparison, let's look around little Elmira here, and I didn't have my camera when I was there, but we checked out a whole bunch of these buildings, and of course we went to go see Mark Twain's grave and look for graves past 1850. Of course, we did not find any. And Elmira, just to note, I found it interesting that it's kind of like Detroit or Cleveland. You know, these are old cities, we're calling them old world cities, that seem to have so many more houses and buildings and churches than they ever needed. Elmira seems like a tiny little town trying to inhabit a miniature Detroit, and it's just kind of weird. And that's it. A lot of it's abandoned too, you know, so even in the modern time, even when a bunch of them are getting burnt out and stuff, we're still having trouble getting rid of all this extra infrastructure from the old world. So here's just the Google Earth of the old Mark Twain Hotel, and so I walked around it, and there is no sign of sunken windows or anything, but there is a college building right across the street, and it is definitely an old world building. And right across as well is a beautiful old church that is actually abandoned. It's kind of sad, actually. It's broken windows and stuff. Really nice building. Lots of really nice buildings in this town, and like I said, it's just kind of uninhabited. So I didn't have a huge major theory to this video, just kind of pointing out some of the things that we should be looking for more closely in buildings, because I have seen people call buildings mudflood buildings and I know they're not, and this is one example. This is not a mudflood building, so just because it looks like it does not mean it is one. Gotta look a bit closer. And that's all I've got for today, guys. Appreciate you. Until next time. And make sure to check out my art account, Notice Art. Got a lot of stuff on there, but I've also thrown up pretty much a free course in how to paint in oils and do it economically. I'm gonna put lots of other stuff there. And I've also published a book of my drawings. It's kind of my life work. It's about 20 years worth of drawings, and it's up on Amazon at a pretty good price, I think.